Checking out my review for this SooCoo C30 action camera. I've been on the hunt for a sub $100 camera that actually takes good video and has the options that I need. I tried a different brand that was labeled as a 1080p, and I don't know if it was. I don't think it was, honestly. The quality was really subpar, especially when comparing it to this camera here. So for my review, what I want to do is I want to compare this to not only the other brand sub $100 camera that I've tried, but also using other cameras that other people have to try to compare it. And to be honest, if you don't want to watch the rest of the review, just know I don't think you're going to find a camera in this price range that even compares to this. It's not perfect, but it really is close considering how much you're paying. Sub $100, you're getting a whole lot. I've heard you get what you pay for. I feel like with this camera, you get a lot more than you pay for. Starting with the accessories. I mean, it comes with a lot of accessories. I mean, a lot of accessories. So you have a lot of options right out of the box, which is really cool. I actually hooked it up to a boogie board yesterday and got some footage of my son, which is a lot of fun for me as a dad to be able to look back at that. So anyway, on to the review of the actual camera. This is the size of it. You can see there's a front button, there's two side buttons. It has an LCD screen, which by itself is pretty awesome because I've seen some of these lower priced action cameras not have LCD screens, and that's terrible to try to film with that. To turn it on, you push the button here. You hear the noise. There you go. Tons and tons of options. This button here on the front is also how you kind of select. Let me see if I can get somewhat of a, there you go. So that changed it up there to the pictures. I can get my other camera to focus here. There we go. So these are the options that you have. I wanted to run through them. Side buttons there to move. So you can change the resolution, loop recording, gyroscope. This gyroscope is insane. When I first started using it, I mean, I was moving it like that fast, and it slows it down and makes the video actually watchable. WDR, time-lapse, motion detection, the date stamp. Oh, I want to say something about that because it's really, I've only found 2 complaints with this camera, and the date stamp is one of them. It doesn't save the date, so every time you pull the battery out, you have to restart the date. So for me, I don't really care. I'll just probably turn that off. This one, the angle was something that was hugely important to me because I'm not a huge fan of the fisheye all the time. There is some use for it. Obviously, sometimes you need it, but I don't need it all the time. So that's why I love this, and this is an actual must-have if you're looking for a sub $100 camera. Make sure you can do this because at 70 degrees, you're fine. It doesn't have any fisheye. It's a normal type lens. But on the times that you really need that wide angle, you can get all the way up to 170 degrees, which is awesome. So tons of settings. It actually lets you adjust the exposure value, the ISO, which is, I mean, that's amazing for this much of a camera or this price of a camera to be able to give you these options is fantastic. My other camera and the other ones, I've actually looked at a couple, and they gave you the basic, you know, change the time type settings. None of the ISO or the more in-depth settings. Wi-Fi on and off, all of that. So it's a really great camera. I actually got some footage. I'll go take some more so you guys get a good idea of what it's probably better than the camera I'm using now. Let's get focused there. All right. So I'll take it outside. I'll get some more footage. I got some at the beach yesterday so that you can kind of get an idea of the quality of the video. Amazon actually limits our file size, so they will downgrade my video and it won't be as clear. So I'm going to go ahead and upload it to YouTube so that you can see that as well in a little better quality. And I'll leave you instructions in the description how to find it so that you can actually see what this little camera can do. Because like I said, I'm really impressed with it. I'll tell you right now that if I was to recommend a sub $100 camera, this would definitely be it. I actually want to see if I can, oh, you know what, I was going to see if I could show you the gyroscope. I'll do it, I don't have the card in there, but I'll grab a card and I'll show you how well the gyroscope works as well as the quality. I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm going to take you through some sample shots on the different settings. It's going to all be HD, the Ultra HD 4K setting, but at the different angles. So this is the 70 degree. You can see it going from shade to sun and sun to shade. Does really well. I love this setting. This is the one I film on all the time, mostly because I just can't stand the fisheye unless you have the reason for it, which there is a reason, but that's why if you don't get this one, I recommend this one, but if you don't get this one, definitely get one that has the adjustable angles on the camera, or you will be sorry. This is the same exact shot on 110 degree angle. I do want to show you really fast the gyroscope on this, so I'm going to move as fast as I can from side to side, and you'll see how smooth it actually is. So you can see along those edges it kind of smooths it out. It's amazing. It blows me away. It makes for some great video. Again, going from sun to shade and back again, transitions flawlessly. Just moving up the list is the same shot at 140 degrees. So you can see it's not a super big fisheye quite yet, but it's getting a little bit bigger. You can see also no change in quality of the footage as the angle gets bigger, or in also the transitions. And finally, this is the 170 degree angle, so you can see it gets a little bit more of a fisheye. Still not bad. Definitely more view. Going from 90 to 170, it's a big difference. But like I said, make sure you get one that has the adjustable feature. You'll love it. You need it. I promise you need it. From somebody who's done a lot of videography, you don't want to film like this all the time. You'll make everybody watching a little bit sick. So when you're doing something exciting and sports wise that you need to see everything, switch it. Otherwise, run it on the little narrower angle there. But like I said, I'll finish up my review now with this. I highly recommend this. It's by far the best sub $100 action camera I've seen. Granted, there's thousands of manufacturers. I haven't tried them all, but I really believe you'd be hard-pressed to find anything better than this as far as the options, the quality, the price. It's all spot on, and it's one of the very few times where you get a lot more than you pay for. So I'm going to stop making you sick by going back and forth. So if you're looking for a budget camera, don't want to spend several $100s, get this, and I promise you won't be disappointed.